recap the Chicago Bulls training camp day one. Now, before I get into all that, let's give a shout out to the Chicago Bulls media team, whoever runs their YouTube channel or whatever. Just thank y'all. Y'all been putting out images and videos and, clips of coaches and players talking. Just thank y'all. Now let's get into all of this Bulls news. Now, the first thing that I watched was Zach LaVine, Zach LaVine's media day, and he had a lot of things to say about the team, and he was asked questions, so let's get into it. So he was asked, what are the team's expectations in terms of playoffs and things like that, and he basically said, we have to prove ourselves. We have to show people that this is a team that can win games. And I completely agree with him. No matter how, high you are on the Bulls, they got Billy Donovan, they got Patrick Williams, we got Gafford back, Lauri Markkanen hopefully coming back better. They got Zach, Kobe White. No matter how high you are, they still have to go out and prove things. This is just right now, every team in the NBA right now is just on paper. The Lakers may look like the best team on paper, but they still may not win a championship because it's basketball. It's a lot of things that go into basketball. So on paper, this Bulls team may look promising, but I like that he said this. They still have to go out and prove themselves.
You guys can kind of show people that this is a playoff team, a team that's going to win games.
I mean, I think that's the main thing is we have to show it. Last couple of years, we haven't been able to show that, and we haven't been together as a team either. We've been injured, and there hasn't been a lot of consistency throughout our lineup. So, I think it gives them a chance to look at us to see what we have, and it gives us a chance to go out there and show what we can do. Because, to be frank about it, we haven't really shown anything. We have to go out there and prove that. So,
I watched the whole, AK, his media day, and before I get into with all the things that he said, I just want to say he's a chill dude. I like this. I like his style, the way he talks. He's just a chill, laid back type of dude. Now let's talk about all the things that AK was mentioning. So AK, he was asked about Noah Vonleh and his position on the roster, and he basically had this to say. So he was asked, is Noah Vonleh going to make the final roster? He said he's going to compete. If he plays well, then he's going to say. That's basically what happened. So
ask you a couple of roster questions. Is Noah Vonleh here for a tryout, or is he? You expect him to make the final roster? Also, Max Strus, I think he was at minicamp. What's his update on his injury? Are you guys going to monitor him or anything like that?
Well, I think everybody's right now, in the camp. Noah's in the camp. I know him from Denver days, and I'm very excited to have him here. He's going to compete in training camp. We'll see what happens.
If Noah Vonleh comes out and he plays well, then sure, he's going to stay on the roster. But if he comes out and doesn't do anything, doesn't provide anything defensively, because, Noah Vonleh is known for his defensive ability. If he doesn't, come out and show y'all anything defensively, then what's the point of him being here? If he doesn't do that, then, yeah, he's not going to be here anymore. So another thing that I liked about him that he said, so he was asked about how he feels about Kobe White and the rest of his point guards, and he said he likes Kobe White's ball handling ability, but he still felt like he needed to pick up, backups to, just fortify the point guard position. And then he was asked about the rookies like Devon Dotson and Marco and Patrick Williams.
I think we like our rookies, and we like what we've seen so far in individual practices and why we brought him in here and why we drafted. So we cannot wait to see them in a team setting, and it's going to be a huge learning curve. But we're going to focus with the rest of the team. We're going to focus on player development and can we get better every day.
And he basically said he likes the rookies. He can't wait to see what they can do. That's all you can expect out of AK. The next question he was asked was about Lauri Markkanen, and AK said Lauri Markkanen wants to be a Bull. He said they've been in talks for weeks and he wants to keep him. Now, AK, his personality, his style is more laid back and chill, so it didn't seem like he was really enthusiastic about, Lauri Markkanen, but I feel like that's just the way how AK talks and goes about things. So I feel like it didn't really look like he showed it. He was very interested, and he's very interested in bringing back Lauri Markkanen. And he said, lastly, he was happy with the roster that they got, even though they were given all of these bad contracts, and that's a very funny thing. So,
well, probably because we were pretty happy with the roster that we had. We didn't have a lot of wiggle room to work with.
Hey, so shouts out to AK. Now let's get into Billy Donovan's presser. So Billy Donovan, this is like the first, like, I knew about Billy Donovan. I seen some of his interviews like after playoff games in the past. But Billy Donovan, he's a very likable guy. He's a very nice dude. So, you know, coming off of the trash that was Jim Boylan, the Bulls players gotta love this guy. So he said he feels good about the point guard position, and he also was talking about Kobe White at the point guard position, and he said he expects Kobe White to take a year leap, you know, another jump. Like if you see my Pistons videos, I was talking about Sekou, and Sekou is expected to take a year jump, and basically he expects the same thing out of Kobe White here in Chicago, and I'm expecting the same thing. Kobe White had a solid rookie year, and I really like Kobe White. I'm going to be reacting to his highlights soon. The video will be posted soon, but I really like Kobe White, and I'm also expecting him to take a 1-year jump. And he said he believes Dell is versatile, but he still needs room to grow. I also agree with that. He's a very versatile player, but he still has a way to go. So lastly, the most important thing I thought that Billy Donovan mentioned was about my man's Patrick Williams. I'm about to read this off to y'all. He said he's got capability to guard different positions. He was a point guard growing up. He can pass, and he has a nice handle, but he was most impressed by his family and meeting them.
He's got the ability and the capability to guard multiple positions, which I think in today's NBA is really, really important for forwards. I think he has been a point guard for a good part of his career growing up. I mean, for his size and the way he can handle the basketball and the way he can pass, I think that's really a positive. I think those things will certainly translate. I think when to shoot, when to pass, when to drive, being a young player, he'll learn those things. But the thing I've been really impressed with is getting a chance to meet his family, getting a chance to spend some time with him. He's a great kid, extremely humble, I think hardworking, wants to learn, wants to get better. But I do think that he has got tremendous upside and tremendous ability. And
he just loves the humbleness that is Patrick Williams. And I can't say anything, you know, more positive about Patrick. Didn't deserve the hate that he got on draft night. He's going to be a solid player, and I'm ready, and I'm looking forward to, you know, him in the Bulls jersey. So that's, you know, recapping everything, all of the training camp news and everything. You know, soon they said that we're going to get some 5v5 in a couple of weeks, so we're going to be getting some 5v5 footage. I'm going to be reacting to that on the channel. Bulls fans, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 800 subscribers. I'm out.